This video is for the people who never fit in.
Who might be in a circle, but you still never really feel included. You always feel like the odd one out. If there's a sidewalk and there's 3 friends, you're always that one friend that's third wheeling at the back while your 2 friends are walking ahead. This is for the ones that never fit in anywhere. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I've never fit in anywhere. I've always felt like an oddball. I've always felt like I stick out like a sore thumb, like I'm out of place, like I don't belong, like I'm not really accepted. And I'm learning that it's okay. I'm learning that a group might have its own bubble. And in the past, I might have thought, oh man, it would be so cool to be included in this bubble. It would be so cool to feel accepted by this bubble. It would be so cool to be perceived in this bubble. But now I'm starting to see that I have my own bubble. And my bubble is pretty cool. And I don't actually want to be in that other bubble because actually that other bubble doesn't really understand me. That other bubble, to me, in my path, isn't aligned with me. How can I be aligned with someone or a group of people who don't even understand me, who don't have the same convictions as me, who don't even know what I've been through, and most of all, who have no empathy towards me, who doesn't extend kindness. You know, you often hear the saying, closed mouths don't get fed, and it's like no, sometimes often people do ask for help. People do ask for help in the community. And sometimes those people don't get the help, don't get the assistance. Even when you ask for a helping hand, they refuse to lend you a helping hand. And all you can do is take it as a lesson. Don't be burdened by it. Don't carry that weight and think, oh, I can't ask for help now because nobody is ever going to lend me a helping hand. No, babe. You just asking the wrong bubble. You just asking the ones that ain't aligned with you. You haven't found that bubble. There's many bubbles out there. There's so many bubbles. But you take it as a lesson and remember, oh, I can't ask them because I ain't aligned. This is the wrong people. You know what I mean? That was valuable. That was a valuable lesson. Now you know. Now you know. And now you search somewhere else. But you also don't need to search outside of yourself. You could also search from inside of yourself and ask yourself, well, maybe I don't need help. Maybe I can do it by myself. And I'm not saying that you need to do everything by yourself, but sometimes you can do things by yourself. And sometimes God is calling you to do things by yourself, to walk that path alone, so you learn more, so you gain more strength, so you find solace in your own light, and you realize that your bubble is a sanctuary, that your bubble is heaven on earth, that your bubble is a safe space, that your bubble lets you feel seen, that your bubble lets you feel loved, that your bubble is fruitful and amazing, and all these other bubbles that you are standing on the outside of, and it might look better, it might look cooler, the grass might look greener, but it's greener where you water it. And you can only stand in one place at a time, and that's in your bubble. So water your bubble. That's all you need. And I know this will be a constant theme in my channel of not having a support system and not having people around you to see your vision or really understand you and your mind and your heart and your journey and your path in this life, because that's just my reality. That's just I don't even want to call it a struggle, but that's just my path. That's just my journey. And I think I'm meant to speak to the people who also feel that way in this experience we call life, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who's asked for help and hasn't gotten the help. I know I'm not the only one. And I know I'm not the only strong soldier out there. I know I'm not. That's for certain. You know, we're God's strongest soldiers. You know, other people might have physical community, might have physical experiences with other people where they where they feel the physical experience of connection and life and support. But God's strongest soldiers, we have God, and that's a different type of support, because it's not a tangible physical thing. It's just energy, and it's spiritual, and it takes a truly awakened mind to really feel the solace in that, and to truly be able to harness the relationship with God, and it's day by day, brick by brick. Rome wasn't built in a day, and we got to be patient with ourselves, and we can't rush our journey, and we can't let the perceptions of others or their judgments pop our bubble, because this is our bubble. This is our sanctuary. This is my grass.
This is your space. This is your area.
And I'm mowing it, and I'm watering it, and I don't care. Sometimes it might get the weeds might be there, and maybe I forgot to cut the grass for some months. But hey, there's a hell of a lot of flowers around, and that's beautiful. And you gotta see it that way. You gotta see it as the glass is half full. And another theme I talk about on my channel, just seeing the positives in the negatives, in the quote unquote negatives, and treading lightly in your path, and being patient with yourself, most importantly, because you ain't racing, and you ain't competing with no one. And others might project that onto you. Like they might project like, yo, I'm better than you. Yo, I'm at a different level. I'm more ahead, so I'm better, and I'm the king, I'm the queen. I'm on a different caliber. She ain't shit, he ain't shit. All this negative energy just being spewed towards you, all this spiritual attack being spewed toward you. They're trying to pop your bubble and shit.
Dude, what the fuck?
They're trying to fuck with your energy and shit.
She can't do that, dear.
Nah. You got God. And nothing can come between you and God. And nothing can come between you and your dreams. Because God planted that seed in you for a reason. And only you know that reason. And only you can see your vision. So you need to execute and just show up every day and be you. And be you unapologetically. Yeah. I just had to get that off my chest. If anybody hears this, just know you got this. You're strong. And I love you. Bye.